Going live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Sorry about Friday. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. That dumb car thing. It happens sometimes, but I really appreciate you guys giving me some grace. Very excited about today's show, though, because today's show we're doing something different, like truly different. You know how sometimes we'll be like, hey, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna put the case in upside down or something weirdly, different or something like that. Let's hit record. That's something we just forgot. Because we got to record this one, because this is part of a larger video series we're doing, and a huge shout out to AMD and ASRock for sponsoring today's event. But we're also doing this on Build a Rig with AMD as well. And we got Julianne joining us as always. But guys, today we are going to be building a Steam machine. So we are going to be showing you step by step from beginning to end how to build, set-up, and all of that stuff for SteamOS. And I just want to give you some disclaimers, okay? Because I think this is a very, very cool experiment. It's a lot of fun. It's cool that we're now at a point where Steam allows us to do something like this, but understand it's not quite ready for mainstream, right? This is something that we're going to be actively pursuing and watching over here at Robeytech. Julianne knows. She's been working along with us. And Julianne, how's your experience been so far?
I will say it worked the first time. Yeah. And then it didn't work the second time. So I'm hoping the third time's the charm today.
Yeah, so we mainly, Blondie and I are waiting on the pink case to build. Don't forget to next week or beyond. Yeah, we're definitely going to get it built. We have all the parts. It's literally sitting out here, and don't worry, we are going to definitely do that. Zenu, thank you very much for the gifted subs, and everybody else for supporting. So before we get into all that, I just want to let you guys know, if you do this, it is definitely something to do with like a second machine, or just, we're working on what are some best practices for this. But just understand that you do need to be a little bit more technically savvy should an issue occur. And then we have a whole guide and all that sort of stuff set up for it as well. But before I get to that, first and foremost, some housekeeping. First and foremost, don't forget we have that amazing Horde World of Warcraft machine that is up for grabs right now. So make sure you link your Stream Elements account. Actually, let me click over on that and then you can show that. Yeah, so go ahead and link your Stream Elements account with your Twitch account. This is the wrong one. We'll find the right one. Let's go to here, dashboard. We'll go to loyalty, giveaways, public page. There you go. Now we have it. So yeah, if you want to get in on that, go ahead and you can link your Stream Elements account with your Twitch account, and that'll basically get you entered to win. This one is being given away near the end of April, so the giveaway information is all there, and this is currently live. We do have our winner. I do not remember the gentleman's name. I do know he lives in the United States. I thought that was super awesome. Blondie has basically posted that over on Discord, so if you want to know who won, or you can ask her, and she'll give you all the information for that as well. So anyway, make sure you do that. Get in on the giveaway. Again, huge shout out to AMD for being a part of that. Julianne was on the one where we built the Midnight one, which was super cool as well. But I do want to, wow, that just started going. If you are interested in building a Steam machine, if you check now over at robeytech.com and click on step by step, we actually show you how to build a Steam machine from beginning to end. We're going to be doing this in both video format, and then also we have a full guide on how to basically do the process there. That's going live with this really, really cool partnership we're doing with Julianne and the team over at AMD. And so today we're going to basically show you how to get it going. We're going to build a PC to do it. You're going to watch us install the OS and get it up and running. And then we'll do some light bench testing and all that sort of stuff to see how the whole thing works and all that kind of jazz. And then, of course, we're going to be doing some longer term testing. And the cool thing is Julianne is part of this as well. She's actually building an SFF build. How did the build go on Friday, by the way?
Oh, the build was fine. It was great, actually. I got it on quick to post and everything. And I only used one zip tie.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. That's pretty, well, I mean, I will say the H2 actually works really, really well. And we're actually doing an H2 build again on Monday, which is actually pretty fun. But all in all, like the cool thing is that I just think it was kind of neat how the timing all worked out. So we get to do this together. And so between the team at Robeytech and the team over at AMD. We've actually built 5 of these and tested them across 5. 4 of them still work. Julianne's still working through hers right now, but the cool thing is it should be fun. So I just want to let you guys know, again, precursor, make sure that this is something you want to do. Just know that you may have things where fail, and just, don't make it your primary machine yet. It's not quite there, but it is stuff that Steam continues to be updating more and more and more. They just added support for other platforms and other GPU platforms and all that stuff with their latest releases. And then again, if you update Robeytech.com and you head there, we'll be updating that on a pretty consistent basis so that you continue to see all of the awesomeness we'll be doing stuff. So it's really, really cool. Tom's going to be doing it. In fact, Tom doesn't know this, but we're going to make sure that he does it because he's going to be our primary guy updating how support's going for SteamOS. So congratulations, Tom. You found out live on stream that, hey, you're our guy, which is always fun. Thank you again, DMAT, for the stuff as well. We're getting close to level 5, I think. So you guys are amazing. That nice shared hype train. So questions, anything you guys want to ask? If not, we'll start going in there. So how exactly are they failing? So Trail Tech says, how are they failing? Well, that's kind of the problem with it. They just go black. So a lot of what you'll see is that it just won't boot. And then the ability to troubleshoot the issue using just SteamOS, because remember, SteamOS, really we're using Steam Deck's SteamOS version. And it's very, very limited. The Steam machine itself isn't out, and again, it has a locked set of hardware, but this is something that, this is step 3 of Steam's kind of strategy, where at first they'll do the Steam Deck, it'll get mainstream adoption, you'll see support for like the ROG Xbox Ally and the Legion Go 2, etc. And then from there, you'll see it move into the Steam machine, and then it's supposed to be for more mainstream, just PC hardware, which is where we're kind of starting at, and we're at the beginning of that stage. So the troubleshooting side of that is actually very, very limited. And so what happens is, like in Julianne's case, is that she'll get the whole thing installed, and then the screen just goes black, and the only thing you can really do is kind of swap hardware to essentially get it to work.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is with the release of 3.8, which has made it really, really easy on, well, pretty much most AMD hardware to get it up and running. It's been pretty good in that regard. The other thing too is like with
all the
UE,
drivers should be pre-installed.
Yep.
That's
yep,
why.
which is nice. Now with the other thing I will let you know with like UEFI and all that sort of stuff, there are things that you're probably used to doing that don't necessarily work the way that they normally do. And so a lot of the stuff where it's like you'd have, like if you troubleshoot a BIOS, you may actually ruin the MBR and all that sort of stuff. So it's a little bit more tenuous, but I will say once it's up and running, it's pretty keep it simple stupid. Like it's very easy to just kind of maintain, and the experience out of the box is just so awesome, and hopefully that's what you guys actually get to see today. Yeah, and Julianne she's totally repping her AMD jersey today, so yeah.
I got a hockey jersey just for this, guys, just so you know.
Oh, Nomad Vagabond, he's the winner. There you go. Julianne, he won the PC. There we go.
Oh, heck yeah, that's awesome. And I would say a lot of people are saying my jersey is too small, and it's because it is in actual hockey jersey sizing, so.
Oh, they said it's too small.
They're making jokes.
Yeah, no, it's actually a jersey. Yeah, that's the point you're trying to say. It's like, legit. It's actually a jersey. Yeah. Nice, Braxel. Yeah, I did sign it, and I did see it was going on the way there. And then Sergeant Nobody's still saying for the Horde, because that's just who Sergeant Nobody is. Guys, we're at level 4, trying to get to level 5. Let's see if we can get that out there. And again, thank you, Zenu and DMAT and all of you guys for doing the subs. You guys are awesome. Okay, I feel like I talked a lot at the beginning, but there was a lot to actually talk about. So we're going to start with something you should do beforehand, because if you want to kill time while you're building, this is a great thing to do. So we're going to show you guys how to essentially set up the bootable drive that you essentially will need to install SteamOS. So we're going to jump over to the capture here real quick, Brian, and let's get this going. So what we're going to do is you're going to take a USB. It doesn't have to be formatted or anything like that. The thing is essentially going to destroy it. I'm going to use a laptop. I would definitely use a secondary system. You're going to basically pop it in here. And then you go to our handy dandy guide, and we're up here where it says step 1 to build. We're going to actually do step 2 just because we're going to do it in a different order. And this is creating the installer media. So what we're going to do is we did part 1. We basically put a USB into the drive, minimum 8 gigs. We've got a medium creation utility. We're going to use a thing called Rufus. So if you go there's Rufus right there, and we're basically good to go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to download Rufus 4.13 standard, and just get that downloaded and hit open. and then it's just gonna open up like this. It's really straightforward. Yes, we'll allow it to update. And so this is what it looks like. And if you look at our webpage, it looks a lot like what you see there. Now, the next thing you're gonna do is there's actually a link in this thing that says SteamOS version 3.8. This is the version that we've used. Now, we have tried this with 3.9. We've done this with the beta version, all this stuff. None of them actually allow it to successfully install, and Julianne has been part of this this exchange with us. So what we're going to do is we're going to download the file right there, and it actually tells you right here. Hold on, let me bring it over here. Boo, boo, boo. So it says download name Steam Deck Repair, and it says this is it, and it's image.zip. So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna download the image repair image.zip. There it is right there. This one right here, it's 3 gigs, and you're gonna save that. So while that's downloading, you can play a game or whatever it was, depending on the speed of your internet. Luckily, we have really, really quick internet, and we're just gonna wait for that to download, and then we're gonna expand that out. So yeah, again, guys, trying to make sure that we're doing through this step by step, so you guys are well aware. Hey guys, we got another 100%. Whoa. Oh no, and then we got to 95%. Where were we
you're
at?
still there? You're just like the little...
Oh, we made it to level 4. Oh, we made it to 77. I don't know what we did. I can't tell. It's just sitting there. Okay. Okay. I didn't know what happened. We did good. That's all that matters. We appreciate anything. So thank you very much, guys. So we're gonna go into File Explorer, basically open this up here. Move it over to the center, and you can see there's the file right there. We're just gonna move it directly into downloads, and we're just gonna expand that out. So we're gonna have this image file, and we're just gonna let that kind of expand. Yeah, a lot of people, congratulations to all the winners. You guys are in. I'm in the lab room. They just has my guest, but oh, yeah, this is you talking to us.
Yeah, sorry. This is the fact that they're asking me, like, let's change the scenery. Am I on vacation? Nope. You guys can't see it, but it's a full on ESD test bench with a ESD mat and everything. So this is where I typically do a lot of.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you're just in a different room.
AMD testing. Yeah. Oh. One room over. That's just where I like to do all of my builds and continue my builds when I don't want to have to move everything around and worry about cable management.
Which so I mean, why wouldn't you, right?
I'm
you don't
hiding my cable management right now because it's just wires everywhere. Which is what you do with test benches. It's not pretty.
Okay, so then what you're gonna do over here on the right, you can actually see what we're gonna do here. So now we're gonna go to, it's hard to do this with the Macs. Okay, let me get out of it. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna change the device is what we have. We're gonna basically do Steam disk or ISO image. We're gonna select, now we're gonna select that image. So we're gonna go here, there it is right there. GFT, everything else stays the same. We're gonna run FAT32. And then 16 kilo, oh, actually we'll do large. Everything here looks good. And then we're just gonna hit start. And then you're just gonna wait, and it's gonna give you an option, and you're gonna hit this drive contains, it's okay. And then it's just gonna delete the partitions and essentially make our drive. Now this takes a while, right, Julianne? Like 10 minutes or so like that.
It takes a bit. I mean,
yeah.
It takes less if you recognize what USB 3.2 or 2.0 thumb drives you have, but yeah, it takes a little bit.
But guess what? We're not going to sit here and watch this. Now is a perfect time for us to switch over to. Now it's a perfect time for us to switch over to the build, and so now we just wait. And so, but I wanted to show you at least how to get that started. So now let's talk about what we are doing. And I'm actually really excited about this because I'm gonna be testing and using this system for a while. So it starts in this, the Fractal Era 2. We wanted to make this as much as a Steam Deck console as we potentially could. What did you guys, you put yours inside of the NZXT H2 Flow, right?
Yep. With a 9070 XT and a 9800 X3D. I could technically spot my camera to point at it right now.
So, yeah, so she's gonna, while she shows us this. And then Araxis is absolutely right. One thing that is worth noting, guys, when you do, this is not like Windows, you are gonna be limited. Hopefully this is gonna get fixed because now what they've done, and I don't know if you saw about this, Julianne, but what they've done is they've actually stuck Steam inside of its own container, which should allow you to run things like Valorant, Call of Duty, all those other things, because One of the biggest issues with Linux has been the unpredictability of the OS in general, but by doing it in a container and knowing the ins and outs of the container, what it is allowing people to do is it allows it that predictability, which means you can have anti-cheat and all that stuff. So hopefully this is something that we'll actually get to see fixed in the future. But right now, just like OS, just like Steam Deck, or running SteamOS on any of your handhelds, that doesn't necessarily mean that every game is compatible. And the best thing to do is to just go, there's a great website, we'll get a link over for that, and you can see what the compatibility is like with SteamOS and all that sort of stuff as well. So again, this isn't for everybody, this isn't every game, but at the same time, it still is a pretty epic experience, just given how much support there is for SteamOS at this point in time. Julian, how are we doing on your build? How's it looking?
Well, I'm going to grab that thumb drive and redo it.
Oh.
Because why not? Why not? I don't mind redoing everything all over. I can do it. I have time to build stuff.
That is true. That is true, Andrew. And again, huge shout out to Fractal for supporting this build. So ASRock and Fractal, huge supporters for this. They're the ones who sent us the case and the AIO and the PSU. No, we did an SFF PSU. They did the AIO and the case, and then ASRock sent us the motherboard and everything else. So let's talk about what we're putting inside of this, because we're trying to max it out. We didn't do 9850, but we're still doing the 9800 XD, so we're using the Ryzen 7 9800 XD. Right now, the best compatibility for SteamOS is AMD. Obviously, with Steam Deck and so many of the handhelds being AMD processors, there's just a lot of support for that, which makes it really, really easy. So you're going to see right now that's where our head is, and this is why we partnered with them, which is actually a pretty awesome process. So there is that right there. For the motherboard, given we're using a mini ITX case, we're going to be using the Phantom Gaming B650i Lightning. With B650, we still get overclocking, we still get Gen 4, we still get all of the bells and whistles that we really kind of care about. And again, huge shout out to ASRock for hooking us up with that. So this is what we're going to be putting inside of this. It's unfortunate, but still cool. They sent us a special edition RX 9070 XT.
Oh yeah.
So they sent us the Monster Hunter one, which you won't be able to see. But again, huge shout out to ASRock for sending it to us, which is really neat. And again, we got a copy of Monster Hunter at some point in time we'll show Monster Hunter running on this. But still, Monster Hunter Wild Edition, which is actually pretty cool. So again, really kind of maxing out I think we could do, like, if we wanted to, a 9950 XD or something like that, but honestly, a 9800 XD was perfect. The price on that has been so good recently, and it's nice and easy to cool and all that kind of jazz as well. So anyway, we're gonna have the Monster Hunter Wilds GPU for this. For cooling it, which is going to be more than fine, 240 millimeter AIO, and it's a beautiful AIO that you won't be able to see, but it'll be in there. This is the Fractal Lumen S24 RGB. And then for our RAM, because again, you can't see it, we're using Team Force Team Create. This is 32 gigs of 6,000 megatransfer RAM right there. And then of course, the other thing too is we're using Kingston Fury 2 terabyte Gen 4 NVMe drive. And then lastly, to power the whole thing, we're using the ROG Loki 850 watt Platinum PSU. The main reason I like to use this PSU is just it's got really, really malleable cables, makes it easy to cable manage. So we won't have to do a lot of work when we put this inside of the case. But pretty straightforward build. The one reason I really wanted to do the Era 2 is just that it has the support for 240 millimeter AIO and should fit all of this stuff. Very, very nicely, which will be great. So again, the build part is pretty straightforward. We're not going to be focusing a ton on this. Really, kind of the whole point is just to see the build and see builds like you'd like to see on the live side. But really, kind of it's about the OS and the setup and all that stuff. It does have an RGB PSU fan. More than likely, we won't be plugging in any of the RGB. It just doesn't make any sense. We'll probably just cable manage it out.
Oh, no.
But I guess we could, because you could see it out of the top if we wanted to. We'll see how it looks. I don't know. We'll make the call when I start building it. Oh, and by the way, something else that Tom and the team added to our builds from now on is the average, what the average estimated wattage is for these builds. And so this one, the average will be 504 watts. Which is actually which is the estimated wattage for these particular builds, which I thought was actually pretty cool.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Oh, and he said this 850 watt is 100% Araxis approved. So there you go.
Perfect. He can't complain this time.
The case is not a secret. We told it it's a Fractal Era 2, which they have a number of. So actually, this is the last one I have yet to build in. I've built in the blue, I've built in the silver, and I will have built in the black. So I will have built, I think I get a badge or something like that from the team over at Fractal that says that I've built in every, I've built in every Terra color, every Era color. So I just gotta keep getting my badges. No, Landsworth is okay. Is Landsworth still grounded? I'm gonna let Julianne make the call. Julianne, should we keep Landsworth grounded?
Only for the next 30 minutes. Gotta watch the time.
Okay, so Landsworth, you're grounded for 30 more minutes. That's like the worst. Like you're in like half an hour. You're having like half an hour of still being grounded. But I don't know, Curse Lance. I don't know if the case is Araxis approved. He hasn't said anything about the case. I don't think he wants to hurt Andrew's feelings though. Braxel, don't you owe like Brian $37 million? I think is what it was. Isn't that the latest number?
That's a good number. Can I be owed that much money too?
Yeah, you can have half of it, Julianne.
Okay, cool. This is like whose line is anyway. The points don't matter. I mean, the
exactly.
dollar signs don't matter.
The money doesn't matter. I wish that was true. I wish we could make that up.
I wish. This is fake money. Monopoly money?
Yeah.
Equivalent?
Oh no, this is real money.
Oh, okay. Well then, I want real money. And you get a PC, and you get a PC, and you get a PC.
Everybody gets a PC because we have all Braxel's money. Okay, so we got that in here now. Let's get. I don't think I need anything else. I don't know. We haven't decided where. I don't know if we're gonna actually tear this apart. I mean, this is gonna replace my Xbox Series X. Is the plan.
Ooh. That's a great plan.
So this will be my new console one. We're gonna be doing some long testing. I feel like there's a lot of interest about this, so which would be pretty cool. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on the top here.
I was about to say, I was having the same problem where I was just like, that's a really small motherboard. Never mind.
This is dead. Oh, maybe.
Oh no.
I don't know why it's dead. Oh, there it goes. There we go.
Ah.
Brian just had to look at it funny. He's kind of like the he's the Chuck Norris of camera gear. They're like, oh, you wanna not behave? Then you have to deal with Brian. Okay, first
just bouncing in and out.
There we go. Let's pull this off. Peeled. Okay. Okay, so we got everything here. Let's grab our CPU now. I did not break it.
I heard you broke it.
At least
that's what the chat said.
Okay, yeah, that's not like me. Blondie, can we just have a timed bot that says who won the last giveaway, so that way because we're just gonna get that question the whole time. People, if here's a deal. Guys, within 24 hours of me drawing the winner, if you didn't get notified, it wasn't you. That's the way to let you know. So, but we have our winner and all that sort of stuff, and he is actually in chat. He is, but I just can't, I don't remember the name, and I'm so bad at that. It's also on the Discord server as well, if you ever want to know.
Click the Discord.
Okay, here we go, guys. Putting in our CPU in. This is gonna be such a powerful. So, what were the specs on your system, Julianne?
I mean, it's a 9800 X3D and a 9070 XT, so we're right there.
We're right there, yeah, okay. Yeah, so yours is similar.
I was gonna say the biggest, I would say, hardware difference is just the motherboard, which has its own gimmicks, meaning it doesn't have that front audio panel header to connect to the front of the panel of the PC, so you have to have this like little puck instead. So it's unfortunate for that because it's right there. But I guess it doesn't really make sense if you're having it connected to a TV anyway. So as like a Steam machine, so it's fine to have a puck, I guess. But other than that, I mean, like of course the NVMe and the RAM and everything are different companies, or brands, but it's practically all the same when it comes to the brains, if you will. The
base, the performance.
Yeah.
And then Damien, what was yours? Yours was a 9060, an RX 9060 XT, I think,
yeah,
right?
he had a 9060, and I think he had a 7800 700X
Yeah.
3D, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, for the CPU.
I don't think we're doing clicks. Did we do clicks? I don't think we did clicks. Did we do clicks, Blondie?
I didn't hear clicks.
I don't remember. Yeah, he's
No
got a
clicks, I don't
7600X 9060 XT
76,
one.
okay. I knew it was in the 7000 series.
No clicks. Okay, good. It's all good. Well, I know we're kind of in a weird spate because it's like the build isn't the build itself. It's still important, but it's not the most important thing of today's. Ooh, those were solid clicks though.
That
Oh
was a
my
nice
gosh,
map.
I felt that in my kidneys.
Well, that's a direction. Importance.
Julian was
Not
like,
in
I
your
wasn't ready for
bones.
that. Man, those were.
A lot of times you feel it in your bones, not kidneys.
Yeah. Okay, I will say that is some sexy RAM. I really like the way that RAM looks. So yeah, that's actually just nice looking RAM. Let's grab our clicker here, our thing, and get our NVMe in. I felt it in my thyroid.
Oh my. What else? Gallbladder.
Yeah, gallbladder. So he said
Weird
I would do
organs.
the Fractal Terra over the Era too, by the way. So here's the deal. If you want a more console look, that's why I chose the Era. I think the Era is a more console look. And honestly, I do also appreciate that the Era has support for a AIO, which is also kind of nice, right? So something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when I was originally looking at this, I was looking at the Fractal Ridge, but then I was like kind of deterred due to the fact of I wasn't sure if I'd be able to put an AIO in there anywhere.
Yeah, and the 9800X, I mean, it is a easy one to cool, but we've had to like playing with the Terra, even with some of the higher end, air coolers that you can put inside of that, we've still had to do some thermal management. This one, I don't have to worry about that. So that would be the only reason why that's why, and I had a really great conversation with Andrew at the time when we were trying to decide which one, and that was what ultimately made the decision, is I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of support for the 9800X 3D. And I just felt like the Era was going to be better for that in that regard. That's not to say that the Terra is not good. It's just there's a little bit more thermals. You have to be smarter thermally. There's enough already complication with this build to let's make this one kind of simple in that regard.
I know, there's no RGB. So...
There's no RGB. Okay, so there we go. We got that in there. I think the only thing I got to do now is I got to let me figure out what the bracket is. I think this one actually uses the standard bracket if I'm not mistaken. So I actually might be good to start putting this inside the case. Yeah, but in this case, I won't necessarily need to do any of that, which is the thing, Araxnus. And the other two is understand, this isn't Windows. So a lot of the things like eco mode, PBO, all those other things, SteamOS is a lot more picky about that. So it has to run just base BIOS, right? We can't play with any of that. So that's the other thing too we have to think about. This isn't Windows, this is different. So chipset drivers, all those things that you're used to, you don't have that kind of support here, so we have to be smarter, yeah. So a little bit of a different, remember, different use case. So we have to be a little bit different, a little bit of a different thought here. Okay, so this uses the standard clip, so we're good. Okay, so we're good here. We don't have anything we gotta mess with. We're just gonna put it inside. There is not really. A lot of that stuff for RGB is in a separate control, but this does not have RGB control. So whatever, if I have RGB on, it will be rainbow. It doesn't have, again, we have to think, it's a lot more limiting, right?
Yep.
So it's just not a lot of the stuff that you're used to. It's way more simple. So that's why I haven't 100% even decided if I'm going to plug the RGB in. So Pastor Dame saying I have that issue with mine right now.
I was gonna say you could be stuck on the base of whatever the, from whatever manufacturer, the base color or whatever it is. I have played with Linux before, but I haven't played with Linux when it comes to RGB in Steam, but OpenRGB definitely works in other Linux, but only on certain products.
So here's the deal, guys. We did a video, Gamers Nexus did a video, Hardware Unboxed did a video. We've all done a ton of videos. There's lots of videos. And in fact, Hub just did a post, right? Even about it, right? In general, that we have done a lot to try and get things to fail with the ASRock motherboards, and we have yet to have issues with them. I do know a lot of other people who've responded to the videos we did about it that also said that they have not had issues. That's not to say that there haven't been still reported one-off cases for this stuff, but it's not to say, like, in terms of the mainstream thing, it doesn't seem to be a thing. But I just want to make people aware, right? Like, for us, we really did try. And you can watch the whole video on it. It's up on the site. Thank you, Zenold. It's stuck in the thing.
Oh no. Get the handle parts out. You got it.
I know, and it's like it hurts my hands.
They're so dainty.
Aw, you have dainty hands.
I do have dainty hands. Thank you, Dame. Thank you. I got it out, guys. Everything's safe. Oh, did you write me a thank you letter, Andrew? Let's see what it says. I'm excited about this. Oh, it's got a fractal thing. It says, "Dear Robeytech, you are the nicest TechTuber I've ever met. You complete me. We love you and everybody who works for you. All the best in all the world, Fractal." No, it actually doesn't say that. It's just a brochure. But I was pretending for a minute. I was pretending that.
I was about to say. It didn't sound like that. I was like, that sounds too nice. Nothing against Fractal. I meant like very inclusive, nice, like everything. That'd be like the greatest PR thing ever.
Look, Andrew, I had the faith in you. I had the faith in you. Nobody else did. I thought we'd get away with it. I should have used ChatGPT to write it. Write it like Fractal would write it. Robey tricked us. You're a terrible human, Robey. Oh, the letter must have gotten lost in the mail. I believe it did, Andrew. I know you wrote me a personalized letter. I know it's true.
You're giving me flack for April Fool's.
But it's not April Fool's now, so now my jokes work because nobody's
So you
expecting.
get it 364 days a year.
Exactly.
And I get it one, and I'm the bad guy.
Yes, you are. Just ask your wife.
Ooh, spicy.
That would have been pretty cool. I kind of want one of those someday where it says this message will self-destruct in, 5 minutes. Okay, so here it is. Is this not? This is such a good, sexy box, right? Like it'll look good on your desk. It'll look good next to your TV. I was so excited when I saw this at Computex when they showed this off, and I told them I wanted to use one of these. And then there's a blue version of this, which is just so beautiful. The blue is actually really, really pretty, but given it was going to replace my Xbox One X, I was like, I need it to be black. But yeah, pretty cool. Now, if you want to know how to open this box, it's a little interesting. There's a little tab right down here at the bottom. You pull that out, and this essentially unlocks. Oops.
I was about to say, can we have a zoom in on that? Like, that was just the filter there. Oh.
No, that filter is the lock, and then it just opens up. So it really is, believe it or not, that is actually how you take the case off.
You know, I like the fact that I don't have to worry about too many panels everywhere when it's just the same panel. Oh.
Yep. You're not wrong. I agree. It's like it's pretty simple, and then again, it's a air tunnel design, right? So air just flows straight up and through, and that's all you have to worry about for building the PC. It's just like a single hood, guys. So we chose parts. Everything here is parts that are chosen specifically because they fit inside of this case. We didn't choose anything whack or anything like that. It's all about simplicity and making sure that this build just goes painless. Given, SFF in and of itself can be a relatively painful experience, yeah. If you try to go beyond the scope of what is intended. You're like, oh yeah, it says it'll fit a 3-slot card, but I think I can get a 6-slot card in there. And you're like, dude, you are just making life hard for yourself. Now up here at the top, I'll show this for Brian here. Up here at the top, there's a little latch like this. You just slide that over, and that allows us to remove the top bar. So we can.
You can still take the top off.
Yep.
That sounds really weird. So I'm talking about convertibles and this PC case. That's what I'm talking about.
What I knew it. My head was nowhere else. I just want to be clear. So that's what you get. Yeah, you can still take the top off, making it really easy for the AIO to just be mounted, which is nice. Okay, so we got everything kind of apart now. Our order of operations here is we're going to install PSU, then we'll install motherboard, PSU, then we'll do AIO, and then we'll do GPU last, which will be the last thing that we actually install. And then the PSU is going to go, GPU is going to go right here. GPU is kind of the easiest thing. And again, one of the things they actually did right here is they gave you fans are just kind of ready to go. Like they did a lot of cable management for you already, which makes it really, really straightforward. But let's get our motherboard in and get all that mounted first, and then we'll go from there.
So can this? I mean, the PSU that you have, that is a full size. Well, not like a
no,
it's an
SFXL.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. Still small. Don't worry. I didn't do anything crazy. Fair question though. Fair question. I agree. Thank you for keeping me honest, Julianne. You're like, why were you just? How do I say this? Why are you dumb?
No. I mean, I was playing with the small form factor of the Corsair when I built mine, so I was just like boggled by the small hand. Like I could hold it in my hand and be like, "You're still tiny." It was great.
Yeah, it is.
So
there we go. Still a little bit of work here to get it into the. There it is. Okay. And there we go. Motherboard is set. Okay, let's grab our accessories. It's an itty bitty guy, that's right. Come on, open.
wait, why are we hungry already? You want to mention food, right?
It's early, guys. We're not supposed to do food until 2 o'clock. Oh, wait. Never mind. Oh, wow, they gave me, okay, so Julianne, they're expecting me to use the same number. I get 3 zip ties. Can I do it with 3 zip ties? You did it with 1.
I did it with 1.
They gave me 3.
So,
they're giving me a little bit less efficiency.
Are there Velcro already inside the fractal case, or is there Velcro?
There is a
Where's the
little
hardware
bit at the
right now?
bottom, but not a ton. Not like there was in the one that you built it inside of.
Got it. So you might have to use a little more zip ties.
I get 3. That's what Fractal said. They said you get 3 and no more, sir. They might have sent me more, but it might be with the letter that Andrew promised me. Nope, let's go ahead. There we go. There we go. 4 screws. That's one thing that's actually kind of nice about Mini ITX is just how many less screws and stuff you have to worry about.
I would say that is smaller case, but less things to worry about. It's just a trade-off.
Yeah, definitely. Cable management is a bit of a bigger issue.
I don't know. I've been in some big cases where cable management is still an issue.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going through
Totally
weird chambers
agree.
and stuff like that.
So Space Hobo, the first WoW giveaway was we did last week, and then the new one happens in like 3 weeks. So, and then there's even another one after that. So you have lots of chances still to win. Not to mention we have a potential other Diablo that will be coming in between that, right? So.
Ooh, Rexus is calling you out.
What did he say? Where? Oh, I just grabbed this one. Sorry, I wasn't trying to. But remember, get yours from our place, and the screwdriver, the mystery screwdriver, is currently on sale. If you want to get in on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this in. There's our, okay, that's in. Okay, now what we can do is we can go ahead and route all of our cables here. Here's the HD audio cable that was missing from yours, Miss Julianne. Yeah, she said she sighs heavily.
I just like the fact of like a clean, don't have to need something extra. I didn't do my research in that regard. I was just excited to have everything else.
No, I understand. It can be a little frustrating at times where you're just like, wow, something that I just wasn't expecting to have to do research on, I had to do research on, you know?
Yeah, I would say I don't build too many mini ITXs, so that was also something that just skipped my like checklist of what I'm looking for.
Something she'll be looking at every time now, though.
No, I'm not kidding you. I was scouring the internet. I was like, did someone already create a converter where it's like a USB 2.0 header to an internal female side of the front panel audio? Is it somewhere? Come on, internet,
somebody?
please?
Anybody? Am I gonna have to wire this on my own? What's going on?
Oh man. I'm sure there is something. It's just I wasn't finding it.
Okay, there's that one. So we're just making sure we have USB-C. Wow, that's way over here, eh? Wasn't ready for that. There we go. And the last thing is the USB 3, which is nice and short, but still a honking big connector. There you go, guys. Okay, so there's all those. We got it all in. Everything's looking good. Look at that, guys. We've done it. We've accomplished it. I can just stop here, right? We're basically finished.
That's practically there. Yeah.
Practically there. Now, we do have, the cool thing about this board is it actually has 3 headers for fans, which is actually pretty nice. And down here, you were talking about the little, do they have any, like, Velcros? And they do have some. One of the things they Velcroed down here is they Velcroed our cables for our rear bottom fans. So we're gonna take those out and get those run into the header up here.
All right.
Okay, there we go. So this, we're gonna, luckily these are daisy chainable fans down here at the bottom. So undo that. There's actually a great header on this board, right here on the back, which is awesome. So should be able to, I think I'll have room, maybe. I think it might make more sense to do this.
Yeah, go through there, hide it.
Yeah,
I love routing all the wires as much as I can in the back, so it feels like you're pushing all the wires essentially into like the closet equivalent. Like, if it's not the prettiest, it's fine. Even though you can't see through this one, I understand, but it's the thought that counts.
Exactly. We still, like, if you take it off, you still want people to be like, ooh, ah.
My favorite thing is anytime now people says, ooh, ah, I think of The Grinch Stole Christmas, and it's, ooh, ah, that's it, I'm not going.
You like the newer one or the older one? I like the animated one. Not the old, I like the old animated one too, but the new animated one is really good. You don't like it?
Jim Carrey. No,
Okay.
I mean, I haven't actually seen the latest animated, 3D animated. I did like the original cartoon animation, and I like the Jim Carrey.
The new, I think the new one that they did by Illumination, which is the same guys who did like Mario movie and all that other one. I think that one's pretty cute, personally. But
Oh, okay.
it's on my watch for Christmas for sure.
Yeah, with Julianne, the Jim Carrey version.
Ha!
Jim Carrey version is good. Don't get me wrong. I love the Jim Carrey version as well. I'm not saying the Jim Carrey version is not good. Please do not hear something I did not say.
I'm just saying it's the best.
I don't know if I'd say that.
It's the best.
You guys haven't seen the other one.
I have.
Oh, you've seen both? But you have weird tastes.
Oh.
Does Brian have weird taste, or is he
Oh,
just correct?
dude. Weird tastes.
I don't know what to do with that one.
Mr. Rom-coms over here.
Hence, weird taste. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, rom-coms are great,
Thank you.
but
Yeah, about Hallmark movies.
Also amazing.
I'm a Hallmark movie person once in a while. I don't say that they're the best things out there.
Oh, I didn't say they're
though.
the best. I'm just saying they're good. There's no such thing as a best Hallmark movie. That would be weird. I think the world would blow up if that happened. Okay, what we're doing right here is we're just going to use a little bit of zip tie magic here to keep this under control. How'd you get... There we go.
I am wiping my NVMe again.
Trying it again. Still
I'm
working.
wiping it. No, I mean, it always makes me feel great. Of course, that at least I can boot to the loader, the imager. But like, it's that black screen after the fact.
We're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be
I'm
successful.
gonna work with you guys through this one. It's just remembering all of the correct commands to wipe NVMe through the terminal is what I am pulling right up again. I cannot remember all the commands right off the top of my head.
I know they're it's a little bit like a foreign language in some regards too, right?
To some degree, but now that I've been playing in Ubuntu and then been playing with a Raspberry Pi for a few Raspberry Pis for a few different things. Some of the commands are like right off the top of my head. No big deal.
But some still
Oh yeah.
elude you.
Wipe FS something. I know the base, but like all the extra alphabet soup in there, not entirely.
There we go. Okay, so we got
See
that.
all the things. That's right, Daniel.
So right now what we're doing is we're just trying to, keeping this clean. So I just routed my rear fan connections in. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to use the awesomeness that folks over at Fractal already gave me, just to finish keeping this clean here.
So I wish if I could say, sudo give me $1 million, that would work. I really do.
It'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
If only money fixed the problem. I actually have a tie down here. That's kind of cool.
Blazing Heart, you are correct. Since SteamOS is on an AMD semi-custom, like the Steam Deck and everything is a semi-custom from an AMD hardware, that is why the drivers are already supported. It makes it easier for AMD-powered PCs.
Which is why we're doing it in partnership today with AMD. We're like, hey, this feels like a natural partnership. What do you think? And they're like, yep, it does. Do it. You are blessed. I'm like, okay. That's exactly how Ray said it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there will be definitely a lot of AAA games on this that will be installed for sure.
So if you've heard of the Steam Deck, that is the SteamOS, and it is built on a Linux background. And it is a little bit, like Robey or Justin said earlier, it is a little more technically involved, hands down. Because there will be things that may come across that you're not normally used to, especially the fact of, well, simple commands in Linux, but also just troubleshooting if something is wrong.
Which is what Julianne's working through right now.
Yep.
And stuff that would be a little bit simpler to just kind of figure out in Windows, right? That the amount of things that you can do to figure it out, you have a much more limited resource, is the best way I could kind of put it.
I would say outside of SteamOS, there's a great Linux support community for a variety of their flavors out there, if you will. So it's just trying something that's newer is the difficult part. As a person who likes to play with random technology all the time, I'm a big supporter of just, if you can do it, or if you have the availability to try it, try something new.
And that's what we're doing today. And like I said, guys, let's show the capture. So you've seen this. If you go to robeytech.com/step-by-step, we actually have a full step-by-step guide. So if you want to walk through this with us or do this with your own system, we have a whole guide ready for you, right? We just got finished setting up the drive, the boot drive. If you go here, I'm going to close this. It walks you through step-by-step on how to do it. And we're at the point where we're now building, and then we'll go through installation and stuff. So you guys are going to get to see this all today, but we made a whole guide for this, and that you guys will see that showing up now on via Blondie and stuff like that. So we try to make it easy. Okay, guys, so we have our fans are now hooked up and routed, which is great. So I'm just making sure that's good and clean. And there's an extra level of cable management and stuff that I'm doing on this one now. And the main reason being is that this is a system that will exist for a while. Unlike the other ones that I build sometimes to get taken apart, this is going to go through some long-term testing. And there are other people on my team, Damien, Thomas, and others who are also going to be doing this as well. So next thing, what we're going to do, we have our motherboard in. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install our PSU. So there's going to be a number of us that'll be running this, and then we'll be updating the guide on a consistent basis. And then we'll also be talking about performance differences and all that stuff, because it actually is a little bit different than how you see on a PC. A lot less overhead, which is the other thing too, is you'll be surprised at the kind of performance you'll get on a system like this, there's just less that's running, so.
Yeah, there's not those background processes in which, what makes Windows be Windows for you guys, but it's not a resource that's taken up.
Yep.
I will probably put this on my framework desktop, though, for myself personally.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Outside of the system I'm building on, so yeah.
And the system you're building on, people can win that one.
Yes, it will be at MomoCon, I believe Memorial Day weekend, in Atlanta, Georgia. It will be winnable there.
So there you go. So if you are at, not MumuCon, MomoCon.
Momo.
I kind of wish there was a MumuCon. I think I would go check that out.
I
feel like ice cream.
think
I think there would definitely
it.
be ice cream at MumuCon.
Well, yes, probably, but also
Julian's like, what is even happening right now? I feel like we should maybe, let me just know, if you're interested, if we made Robeytech Mumus, would you buy them? So I'm just wanting to know where, inquiring minds, if you would partake in Robeytech Mumus. I feel like we're missing an investment opportunity. Darby, you would do a Mumu? No? No. Okay. Darby would not buy a Mumu. We're told. He would buy an Emu. Okay, that's different. EmuCon. Are we going to do EmuCon?
EmuCon sounds cooler. Nothing wrong with the MomoCon, but MomoCon is completely different.
I would buy one if only you wear one during the show.
Oh my god.
Dude, it would be comfortable. From what I understand, Mumus are quite comfortable, so maybe you can go to CookieCon. I could go to CookieCon. I didn't know there really was is there really a CookieCon?
I feel like there has to be.
There, it sounds like that. It sounds real enough, right? Like it feels like there should be a cookie con. Okay, so I need. Ooh. Oh, that's always the question, right? We're gonna look at this beautiful card real quick, but I need to know how many cables I need for this. You guys ready? See this beautiful card? Do a little open box here for Brian. Here we go, Brian. Ooh, look at that. It's a pretty card.
I'm excited to put the artwork on it. And by I understand you say pretty card, I mean like that's just from the AMD side of 9070 XT, yes.
Yeah, it's just being, oh man, look at that. Look at that. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that is really cool.
That is really cool.
Okay, Fractal, how can we get a see-through side of the entire case instead so I can just stare at that?
So you can just
Come on,
stare at
Andrew.
the GPU?
Yeah.
That would be cool. I like the color of this GPU. It's like a
That's
nice,
what I'm
it's like a
saying.
blue.
Bluish gray.
Hey, Lansford, thank you very
usually have,
much.
like, pink colors or whites and blacks and grays, but like that's a nice color.
Maybe Fractal could send us a see-through Era. That'd be kind of cool, right? Like a see-through Era shell.
Yeah. Maybe with like a little engraving or something that says Robeytech or like your Robeytech symbol. Come on, Fractal. I see you, Andrew.
Did you see Andrew? He said, I like this idea.
I know. I'm also into politely bullying social media people and representatives to do cool things for their company and adjacents.
Luckily, he is not, I don't have to bully him. He's really just kind of a
okay.
cool guy, which makes it easy.
Just kindness. That makes
Yeah,
it
kindness
easy.
works better. Two, okay, so I only need two, which is nice. Let me go and pull these.
There you go, that is nice. I will also say I don't actually bully anyone. This is completely a fake persona.
Translucent aluminum? You mean transparent aluminum? I don't know if you've seen Star Trek IV, The Return Home, but transparent aluminum. So funny. Sorry, it just reminds me of the Voyage Home. Well, I wanted to use, I like the idea of having a one-off special edition, you know what I mean? That's something that's unique to, us. The largest GPU ever, that's a great question, yeah. Yeah, the one where, no, Spock dies in 3. Spock returns in 4, and this is the one where he learns all the human stuff, right? So they go back to the 80s. It's really, honestly, with all the whales, yeah, dude, probably one of the best Star Trek movies. I love that one. But he talks about transparent aluminum in that. And that's how they end up able to make the whale, to save the whales. Okay, put that in there. Okay, so now we're just going to put the GPU in since I have it out.
Final frontier is when Kirk climbs a rock. Wait, hold on. Doesn't Justin climb rocks all the time? So that's the final frontier?
I missed the question, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Andy Seymour, our great guy, or also known as that old panda from AMD, is saying the final frontier is when Kirk climbs a rock.
Yes,
He
yes,
talks about
that's
so-
6 though. That's when he falls off of El Capitan. I'm really showing my nerdnum right now.
Yeah.
You are a little bit, but I was trying to make a joke since you do your hiking all the time.
I
You're on
do.
your final frontier all the time. You did
Pretty
one
much.
this past weekend, I think.
I
saw
did.
on
I did
social
mailbox
media.
this, yeah, which was like 4,000. It's like 4,000 feet and like 2 miles. It was brutal, but it was fun. It was super fun.
Have you ever hiked?
Oh, sorry, you're right. 6 is Undiscovered Country. The one, it was Voyage. No, it was the one where they went to the center, I think, right? Space Hobo, we have it. We have an announcement that shows it. I don't remember. Sorry, go ahead, Julianne. My bad.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, have you ever hiked some sand dunes?
I have at Monahan's in Texas. Yeah.
Okay.
That's an experience.
I was about to say, hiking in sand that has high elevation is something else. Because
I
you feel like
agree.
you're making progress, and then you're not.
Yeah.
So
That's a level of patience right there.
the calves hate you in a different way, like, and your feet, because I mean, depending on what shoes you're wearing. Sometimes I wear the Vibrams when I'm in sand like that, but yeah.
So he dies in. Does he die in Wrath of Khan? Yeah, he dies in 2, and then 3 is where they find him alive. 4 is where they do the voyage home. And then I think is Undiscovered Country, it is Undiscovered Country because they start singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat at the beginning, right? After he catches them when he's on the anti-grav, and that's in 6, yeah? Isn't that where they found him? Final Frontier is where they go to the center and the guy thinks he found God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen these. Oh no. I just don't remember all the titles, like police everything.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like we're definitely going in there. Space Hobo, I am building a tiny computer. I'm building a tiny computer specifically for our Steam machine. That's what we're doing right now. This is PCIe. I'm wondering if this has give me 2. Okay, 2 PCIes. Okay, good. We're good. Oop, I was getting nervous there for a minute. There's a second CPU, and they have a 16 pin. I don't need any of these. That could have gone poorly if I needed 3. Would have been like, ah. Yeah, I remember that, but at the beginning that told Pandra that at the beginning of the movie of Undiscovered Country, doesn't it start with them at Yellowstone? And he goes, why do you climb the mountain, Captain? He goes, because it's there. And you know what I mean? Like Spock's confused, but I think that's the one where he's climbing. And he falls, right? Yeah. Can I do one with a semi in the case? That'd be awesome. Or Yosemite, my bad, not Yellowstone. So that was in 5? Was that 5, not 6? I don't remember if it was 5 or 6, dude. No, we've gone so far off topic at this point in time. Okay, I do not need that. I needed this one. Oh, that's 5. Okay, thank you. I just remember the row, row, row your butt. Yeah, exactly, Landsworth. Why does God need a starship?
Why? I'm bugging Damien on the side, sorry.
No, it's fine. How's it going? Yeah, I know you did you get it?
Well, I
Or is it
think there's a
black?
mismatch in an image real quick from your site, so I want to correct that real quick. I mean, there is definitely mismatch for one thing, but that is corrected in your text, so that's fine, but there's a mismatch in a different part. So I'm gonna
Okay, yeah, let Damien know and then we'll update it. We got the guide out quickly. And then Tom can fix it. Okay, so we got everything here. There's everything good. So now, what we got to do is it's already got the power cable right here. Pull this out. Okay, well, we need a little bit, whoop. Trying to give this a little
I
bit
really thought
more.
you said you're gonna put the PSU in first. Yeah, put it towards the end.
It's because the cables. I want to see how much room I have for the cables.
Ah, okay, I understand. Oh, hi, Tom. I am sending an image to Damien real quick. And they'll see.
Ow. There we go. There we go. Ooh, make sure that stays plugged in.
It's the second image, actually. Or not second, but it's the one with the... You're actually in the USB install thing. That's like the wrong terminal-esque looking thing. There's actually no wipe device and install SteamOS. I'm distracted. I'm gonna actually send it through Teams. Sorry.
What is this? What is this?
Too many communication places.
That's the way we like it. When all the communications in all the places. Okay, so we got that in now, guys. Okay. So it's all about now. What we're doing is because we have so much room for the AIO, which is going to be at the top. That's why we kind of put this in now. Make sure we flip the switch. There we go. Okay, guys, it is moving at a good speed now. Okay, power right here.
Wait, oh my God.
Getting it. Okay, there it is.
There are so much things about on Star Trek in here. Love it. Now I can just toss a wrench in there and say Deep Space Nine was my favorite, and then everyone's gonna be upset at me.
I don't think people would be mad at you. DS9 was good.
I know, but some people are just like, it's different. Like, they're all kind of stationary, not traveling as much. And it's like, I get it. Like, I feel like their character development and all the other stuff is
Plus, Worf
more
was on that one.
interesting. Oh, yeah, Worf.
Okay, I'm gonna
How do we add Tom into the Teams chat and then I can send it to him too? Oh, well. Voyager is also really great.
I didn't watch enough of Voyager to actually have an opinion on that one. It wasn't that I didn't like it, I just didn't watch it at the time, so I don't really know. I know a lot of people who enjoyed that one.
I will also say, I liked not the first season of Picard, but I liked the latter. The
one with all, like, where they all got back together?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think
This is
Sir
like
Patrick Stewart actually explained it a little bit too, where he's just like, he was trying really, really hard to be something else, and then he's like, I don't know why I did that, because it made it feel distant and weird. So yeah.
There we go. Okay, so how do I want to do this? It's like, that's pretty nice. I feel like I could do this and then just have this, like, maybe go up and have it, like, or I could do it under this and then that would be kind of cool looking. Maybe?
Maybe.
Oh man, this is not going to come out.
Or you could just
Okay, good.
have it hide all on the other side. If you have space.
I do not. If I do that, then you have this, like, nice, clean, kind of looking cable here. I could zip tie over it, and then it looks like a single cable mass. I think it's kind of neat. I should probably not tighten that yet. You know why? Because I got to run this. I got to run the CPU cable, which could run probably through this as well and over. And then Can I fit it under this? Maybe? I did. Look at that. Oh shoot, the whole thing came up. It's all good. What else is in, what is twistedness?
I'm glad I'm not the only one sometimes struggles with the PSU cables though.
Oh yeah, this, especially in small form factor, this is like the always the most touch and go part, right? Because you just gotta, you just don't have a lot of room for cables. There we go. There we go. See? That's why I did that now. And that will go right there. Iron that out. There we go. Nice clean look there. And that cable runs down and over. Can't really see it. Okay, so now what we can do here. Why are these so weird? It's like the same cable.
There are a little bit of different lengths there, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to understand why. Oh, I think it's just because it's twisted, so that's what I'm trying to figure out is like, some of these cables look like they're going to the wrong.
You're not supposed to braid it while you're installing it. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Okay, those are their own.
Robey Borg, resistance is futile. That's great. And if you go into the other thing of a somewhat parody of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, resistance is useless. Pretty sure that's what they say.
Okay.
Lansworth is asking if you've ever used custom length cables for your small form factor builds.
I have. It's and it takes a lot of work because you literally have to pretty much build the PC to get the exact measurements. So if you wanted to do something like that, it's completely possible. It's a lot of work. But it's worth it, like if you're, depending on what you're gonna do. But I think there's stuff you can do, like for instance, what I'm gonna do here, where I'm gonna jam these cables off to the side here, you're gonna see it, and it'll look onto the side of this PSU here, and this is where just these kind of cables, so it ends up looking really clean anyway. So we're gonna create the same kind of look, just with a clean cable run, like that, you know what I mean? So it ends up looking nice. And one thing you would try and do is you try and make it look like it's not twisted. And that's always the kind of harder part here. Okay. Let me grab some other zip ties here. Kind of finish this out. Definitely using more than one zip tie, guys, just so you know. One. I threw one out the window pretty quickly.
I win. Just kidding.
You win. Yes, you win.
I had Velcro.
Okay, so we're getting, I think the last little bit of this is just to figure out this little bit of cable management, which I'm working on right now. So I have a plan for it, just got to zip tie it up. But we're getting very nice. Is it still black or?
No, I think maybe it might be the wrong link.
The wrong what?
Link. I'm gonna double check with Damien real quick. Meaning like the link and the file that they've used doesn't match what's in the directory. So that's the one thing I'm getting down to, the brass tacks of it.
There we go.
If it doesn't help me, it at least helps your website. I mean, like immediately.
Yeah.
I will 100% get it running before I ever give it away. Oh, by myself, I mean ABK, also known as Black Aquino on the AMD channel. He's the guy that is coordinating MomoCon on our side.
He kind of does all of those types of events, doesn't he?
Yeah. I believe he's the one that's also coordinating QuakeCon.
Yep.
Or for whatever he's doing for QuakeCon. So
that's what Ray told me. Okay, guys, so we got that done now. Kind of getting this up and squared, and then we'll have that. That should give us enough room for the AIO2 that's going to go right here. Should go. We'll have to see. That's the main thing I'm just trying to do is make sure we have the room for the AIO.
okay, that's what happened. I think it's the link difference.
Put one through right here.
I got a new link. I'm gonna try that instead.
Okay, and then there's one more kind of zip tie. I'm trying to think of how to make this work though.
That's a lot of zip ties. And I was just informed Tom is updating the website, so for the equivalence of anything, I am the playtester, I suppose.
There we
I
go.
don't mind.
Thank you, Julianne.
Yeah, I like quality control.
There we go. We're going to do this one here. Okay, so we got that now. This one should be able to run along the edge here and then down there. So we'll zip tie this like this.
I feel like I'm currently trying to race a clock where it's taking a little bit to download the new image, but then I have to put it on Rufus. Or through Rufus. And I just want to like.
Well, the good thing is yeah,
what you're doing now. Yeah.
There we go. So we're just making these cables, guys, as flat as possible, right? Because we know we have to put an AIO in here. So that's what we're working on right now.
Absolutely. Araxness is commenting that there are many zip ties today. And yeah. But it makes it clean. Like so clean.
Yeah, for me it's the top, I'm making sure the cable, like I want to make sure the cables are tight and clean and all that sort of stuff, right? So they will disappear. It's always like the first part is always like the heavier part, but they'll disappear when I cut them and snip them and rotate them around. Okay. There we go.
It's downloaded. Here goes nothing. Put it on the Rufus.
Okay. Yeah, I got them on this side, yeah. Just making sure the cables are twisted around here. Okay, so you got a lot. So everything is essentially cable managed, right? So we have it like nice and tight, right? Which is kind of the whole purpose here. Make this as tight as possible because now we just got to put our AIO on the top, and we wanted to make sure it was nice and compressed, right? But yeah, as you can see, really, really straightforward there. And then we still have to put the AIO in. So now let's get that built. Ugh. Okay, grab our fractal AIO. Mischief managed, exactly. The good thing is that we're literally just not even gonna bother with the RGB. Make sure it's put in a little bit better.
So you decided not to.
Yeah, I just don't think it's the right call. A, it's
That makes sense.
it doesn't we don't have any way to control it, and B, you can't even really see it. It does not have a VRM fan, but this is a B650 chipset, so the VRMs are not that beefy anyway. So it should be fine.
I feel like you saying you can't control RGB makes me like want to test to find it more. To make sure I can.
We were looking at it, yeah.
Okay, because I've definitely done it in Linux before, so.
Yeah, there's probably Linux controls, but I'm thinking like for simplicity of SteamOS, there is no.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Yeah, I was just gonna say for like, I might on www.amdgaming.com create a blog post to show steps if I get it working to do RGB and control it. If I can. If it isn't, it isn't. No big deal. And then you can play around too if you want.
Now they do. Now there was some pretty cool stuff going on AMDgaming.com, right? That we wanted to highlight today, yeah?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I mean, AMD Gaming has all of our great promotions going on, And I was more focused on troubleshooting this that I did not think about it off the top of my head right now.
I
So
just
I'm
thought
gonna
about it
pull
because
up.
you said it. Hey, you still reminded me, so there we go.
I know, like, right now, Andy's being like, man, they haven't said anything until now. We had an entire
I don't think
meeting
Andy was.
about
I don't think
it."
Andy's thinking that at all. I
I'm
think Andy's
kidding.
just like,
I'm
oh.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, so we got all this stuff. There we go.
There we go. I did. There we go. Found it. So,
Okay, so here's our pump.
wanna note that there's a still
One
the Crimson
question
Desert.
I want to test.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Okay.
No, you can go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna
you
say,
keep going.
There's still a promotion right now if you buy certain AMD hardware that you can get Crimson Desert as a bundle with that. That goes until April 25th. So check out amdgaming.com/campaign/Crimson Desert. Well, Crimson Desert. We got a Call of Duty sweepstakes too going on,
Yeah, that's the one that I.
Which-
Yeah.
which goes until tomorrow. Oh no.
Yeah, it's like, is it soon?
Yeah, tomorrow is soon. Yes. And it is a Call of Duty sweepstakes where there's a grand prize winner that can receive a Meta PC's Call of Duty Warzone PC with AMD Ryzen 9800 X3D and Asus TUF Gaming Radeon 9070 XT with the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Special Edition GPU. I did not say WWF. Maybe I did. I speak sometimes too fast. I apologize if I did. I'm also dyslexic, guys, so. Oh man, you guys you got me good. I apologize. But the runner-ups actually receive an Asus TUF Gaming Radeon 9070 XT Call of Duty Black Ops Special Edition, or Black Ops 7 Special Edition GPU. And the second runner-up actually gets the Ryzen 7 9850 X3D. So
Oh, that's cool.
Check that out, guys. AMDgaming.com, you could check out the campaigns and promotions if you want to click over there, but I'm gonna rattle off the best I can the URL, which is www.amdgaming.com/campaign/black-ops-royal with the E.
Blondie, could we get
Yeah. Sorry, Blondie.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a. It's on AMD Gaming right now, so
It is on AMD, yeah.
see if we can get a link to it.
I may have accidentally did a little spoonerism or said something funny, but when I said the original www dot, it apparently sounded like WWF, and now I'm
Now there's a
hearing all the
wrestling.
millennials being like WWF versus WWE, or you could be confused and be like worldwide or world. Yeah, it's World Something Foundation.
Yeah, World Wildlife. That's how they lost
Yeah, there we
they
go.
lost it.
Yep, I remember that. I feel like it was like 2008 or something.
It was a long time ago. They were like, "Yep, nope, we've been around longer, and we take care of pandas."
Yep.
No, it just there's nothing wrong with WWE, not at all. We weren't saying that, Tom. Calm down. We're just saying that it used to be the WWF, and then somebody said we take care of pandas, and they were like, "Okay,
We wrestle pandas.
we wrestle pandas." Exactly.
Oh man. Oh, 2002. Yeah, I totally remembered that off completely correctly, off by 6 years. I was gonna say it was just me mashing grade school timing for myself as well. I'm old.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna test fit to get this on, and then we'll get the rest of it kind of to
Beautiful
adjust. This is
close-up to
always
camera.
it's always the hardest part of the build. I'm not gonna lie.
the link.
There we go.
Does no
Okay,
one
so what
say
we're gonna do now-
WWW anymore?
Put this on.
No, it doesn't see my media. Maybe I didn't. Aha, that's why. That's my fault.
There we go.
I have this one Lexar USB that is great, except for, I was gonna say, it pushes in and out, and it's really easy when you're trying to push it into the drive, or the port, to accidentally not have it seat all the way. Because it has not that stiff of a lockout mechanism. There we go.
Okay, so we got that. What I'm going to do is just test my fits here. Okay, so we have a lot of room for the fan, which is good. Okay.
I would hope so. You worked real hard on that.
And I probably want to put them this way.
Oh, she got Echo in there. All right, sorry. Blondie brought up our campaign for Echo. There we go, the Black Ops Royal sweepstakes. Thank you, Blondie.
Thank you, Blondie. You the best at everything but picking click rates.
Ooh.
PC Guy, thank you for the sub. There we go. Rude, Figment says.
So I'm writing, or at least I'm installing the OS onto the NVMe. So
Okay.
I'm waiting, letting it do its thing. Fingers crossed, and then I'll I don't know. I can always rewrite the NVMe and start at the same time as you. I don't know.
Yep, we'll find out. I'm close. This is actually like a little bit of the most harrowing part of this build. I have everything ready. I'm just at the harrowing part.
Yeah. For me, it's always, especially when the fans are on the inside below the radiator, and this is such a small form factor case.
Yep.
It's just like, oh no, is something gonna hit the fans?
Yep.
I believe in you that they're not, but it's just like, oh gosh.
We are working on it right now. Luckily, both of the places to play. Oh, they're actually on the other side. That's funny. We're getting there, though. There we go. Thank you very much for everybody who's joined us today. You guys are awesome. Almost, what are we like? 500, almost, yeah, 500 people. Thank you very much, guys, for all the people joining us. Okay. This is the pump one. Pump. There we go.
Pump it up.
Pump is up.
the
Pump is in. I didn't pump it up. I just pumped it in.
Oh.
Is that a throwback to Jock Jams?
Always.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's always where you want to.
Oh, I'm just glad the fact that you know it's Jock Jams. I'm not
Pump
kidding
up
you.
the
Jock
jam.
Jams is like my hype. Jock Jams 1 and 2 are like my hype CDs. I'm not kidding you.
Snaps. I mean, that's a good 30-year throwback.
Okay, but they still play like half of those songs in sports arenas. So
She did not try to age you. He was just saying it's a throwback. That's all. Please don't take it as an insult. Oh my God, we're fired. We're canceled.
I'm kidding. I don't really care. You know what? I think no matter what age you are, and if it tells how old you are or whatever else, if you're enjoying something, don't let someone ick your yum, if that makes sense.
Unless you cry.
Be
then
your
you should
true,
give up.
authentic self. Whoa. All right.
Figure this out once we. Okay, did I?
Good news. I do see a Steam screen.
Oh, that is
Makes
good
me
news.
happy.
Well, did I install? Oh man, did I do everything backwards except for the? I think, but that's fine. This is easy to fix. I think hold on. Yeah, I just put the bracket backwards. Versus everything else.
I will say it's a small case, so that will impact airflow no matter what. But I will also say my understanding is that this case is...
Yeah, Johnsha, actually, Linus did a whole video on that. Honestly, shoving it with cables, air finds a way. It doesn't actually impact it all that much at all. Because air...
Yeah, I was going to say the case is designed for this, and that was the
but air
bigger
makes
part
it
of all
through.
this. Yeah.
You would think it does, but it does not. Okay, we're just going to make sure that we have this. Yeah, that's how it goes.
No networks found. Rude.
I will say doing a 280 in this case, even though it will support a 280, a 280 is really hard.
I mean, because you're at 240 right now, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could definitely see just that little extra of 40 millimeters makes a big difference.
Okay, this fans spin, guys.
There we go.
It goes like that.
Camera.
Yeah, I did a good job of making that low enough so this actually spins, see? Look at that, Brian. See?
My cable fell.
And
My
this
camera's
one
gonna
has
go
no-
crazy for a
This one
second.
has this one has plenty of room over here too, so yeah, we're good. I did it! It's like I built in this case before, let me just say.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And then this,
Thank you.
oh no, where's
What's your face camera setup? Here.
Oh, sorry, what?
What's your
You were
face
quiet.
camera setup?
Oh,
Like, tracking you.
right now I have an OBS bot, TinyCam 3,
Okay.
and then I have, if I wanted to, and point it at my small form factor, I have an Elgato, just the 1080p one. pointed at the system. With I really love my small rig arms for cameras. If I'm doing things by myself, because it's just very easy to move things around and in short lengths. I also do have a lot of like the Elgato arms at my normal setup too.
I just had never really seen like tracking that quickly and vigorous.
This is actually the medium tracking of it too. I forgot to even set it to the slow one. Yeah. There's also a way to, versus like tracking my face or my body. I mean, you can have it track your hands. You can have it track like full body and everything else. But there's also, if you have their OBS mic, it will track the mic versus everything else. So like, if there's an instance of where you're walking in a room, I don't know, with a lot of people or something like that, it's looking for too many faces. So it's just like, oh, yeah, I'm following this thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got it because I don't have a cameraman like you. I mean, like you being the cameraman. So when I did my first live PC build for AMD, which was definitely for my own self, thank you AMD for letting me do that. I was like, I need something that will follow me around the room if I'm moving around a lot. So, and the fact that I discovered I can't run multiple Elgato cameras with their software to do certain tracking things. And I was like, okay, that'll be a camera, which no big deal. I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had multiple Elgato cameras to know that. That's crazy.
We just get camera people.
Yeah.
I know.
We just get FX3s and call it good.
Yeah. Wow, that was a flex in a bad way. Sorry, that was a bad flex.
Brian is the camera.
No, this is not a giveaway. This is going to be part of a testing thing that we're doing. So this is actually going to be a build for me. Dude, who is calling me so much? Oh, Lord. Just make sure it's not my wife. Nope, it's Linda.
Tiny screen.
Who knows who Linda is?
Mostly because, sorry, I do have the SteamOS now running on a PC. It looks like a tiny screen because it is a tiny screen because I can put it on my 4K screen instead. I was just reducing variables that I was working earlier on. And which is a lot of
what you got to do sometimes, right? To make sure when you're troubleshooting, you're like, okay, I just need to have as many, like I want to have as few variables as possible.
Yeah. Earlier I was running through the 4K Elgato to a 4K screen. I was like, oh, maybe there's an issue with 4K. All right, get rid of the Elgato, get rid of the 4K, go to a 1080p, and I broke my 1080p normal monitor yesterday on accident. I've never broken a monitor my entire life.
How did you break your monitor?
Okay, so I had the beautiful corner of my framework desktop hit it just ever so perfectly.
Oh,
and I was moving my frame, like it was just like just on the corner, like literally the corner of the screen to the corner of the little desktop, and
just cracked it, huh?
Just cracked it. So it's just like, oh shoot, I will grab my Raspberry Pi screen that I use for various moving around the house with my Raspberry Pi, because it's tiny and it's small and it's lightweight, and I will plug it into the computer instead. So.
Okay, well technically this is done. I'm not the happiest with this like little cable run over here, but it's like, it still looks pretty clean. It's just not as clean as I think it could make it.
Hey Robey, can you double check your installer media that you grabbed?
It's not the one that we built. It's not the one that we made on stream. I have a second one that's the one that was specifically for this build. So we just showed how to do it. We have a different one that we used on this build before, so that's the one that we're using. So if I did it, follow the instructions wrong, the good thing is that it wasn't. We weren't going to use that media on the install. So
good, because
so hopefully that all works because
everything's fixed. I was the playtester, if you will. So
good, and it sounds like it's all right on the website now. So if you were following along. We'll have to fit, and honestly, we're gonna change this on the when you watch the video that comes like. So if you're following along, I need a refresh. I'm guessing. I don't know if he's fixed it yet, Brian.
It's fixed. It's
Oh,
fixed.
okay. So if you go in here, one of the things we did. Let me hit F5. You want to grab this one, repair main 3.8 image.zip, and then make sure the strap before trying to use it with your media creation tool, and then so we fixed the image in this. So now this is up to date. So
Yeah.
if we wanted to, but we're using this right here, which was specifically for this machine, which has all the right files and stuff on it. So not the pink one.
The link was wrong. That was
Yeah, the link was wrong. Okay, so we got this is done. Somewhere in here is a piece of rubber. I don't know where it went that covers this thing, and I'm hoping I find it, but not critical if I don't. Oh, there we got one more little cable thing back here I gotta take care of. Almost done. We found one more little cable that needs to be managed. There it is. One more cable to be managed. That GPU is really pretty.
Yeah, that color is. That with the blue looks really good too.
Yeah, it would.
So Ravager, I know that people have used Bazite instead of the Steam Machine OS. It's just this is the Steam Machine build with using the Steam Machine or using the Steam OS because it can be done now.
Yeah, we wanted to do something that hasn't been done, so that's what we're focusing on today. Okay, let's finish putting the screws in here. Everything is built and in.
All right, that gives me enough time to completely delete everything on my NVMe. Just kidding.
There we go. Okay, so build part is done. Hour and 48 minutes in, and we've now set up our installation media. So now if you're watching, make sure that you follow later or now the right instructions. Dang it.
I think the instructions look good.
Okay,
No.
build
Switch to
is
bigger
completed. There we go. Everything's ready to go. Just gonna check these. Look at those. Both of them spin beautifully. Put away the excess stuff. Get the lumen box out of the way. There we go. I'm excited. Thank you again, guys. Yeah, job's done. Our Steam machine is built. Job's done. That away. That is all. Okay. This is empty. Making sure our workspace looks good. More work.
Whoop. Oh, my camera. Track me, child. Look at me, I'm the big up to now.
Oops. Okay, so now we can grab this Man, that went on beautifully. That's how you know you just did a good job. When it just slides on like that, we're gonna lock it in. There it is, locked in. And then, boom. There it is, guys. Completely built, ready to go. Okay, so now, what we're gonna do, our zip tie count.
Is it cool if we grab that little black piece of whatever that is?
Oh yes, out of here.
Nice.
Is that better?
Yep.
Is that better, Brian?
Yeah.
Does that fit?
I feel
Does that make you happy?
much better.
Okay, guys. So let's just go through this one more time. I want to show this one more time because we did something wrong, and then we'll make an update in the information on how to do that. So you finished your build, which is actually what we said was supposed to be step one. So we'll jump over to this right here. Then we'll do our zip tie count after that. Okay, so here you are. We're now at step two. We have one USB that you'll need, 8 gig minimum. And then we're gonna use Rufus, which you've already downloaded, but again, you click on this right here. You download Rufus right here from the bottom. Basically hit download. I just downloaded Rufus 1.4.13. And then essentially from there, after I've got Rufus downloaded, what I'm gonna do is go back to my web page. I'm gonna click on OS image 3.18. Close this, close this, close this. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download the file named Steam Deck Repair Main, and it gives this number .image.zip, which is right, whoops, not where I went. So right here at the bottom one, the 3 gig one, am I correct right here, yeah? Julianne?
Repair Mania. Yep.
So this one right here, we're gonna download this, save that one, which you can see what we had was,
Save it.
and save it.
And then unzip it.
And then we're gonna unzip it. So we're just gonna wait for a second.
Work it hard. Now I like, I use it. Wait, are you a fan of? Now I'm forgetting the band name.
Okay, so we brought that up. We're gonna go over here to File Explorer, in Downloads. You're gonna wait for it to download. We're gonna delete this one.
Daft Punk.
And there it goes, right there. Luckily we have fast. Open this up and we're gonna unzip it. So we're just gonna basically put it into Downloads. Okay, so we just wait for it to unzip. So just waiting for this. Because all I need is the image. Okay, so now that we have that unzipped, we're going to open up Rufus, which I ran right here. I think I have it running already. No, I don't. There it is, Rufus. Nope, I don't want that one. Where did you install Rufus? Rufus at? Oh, open. Yes. There's no expansion. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is it's gonna sit here. We're gonna select an image. Right here where it says image, we're gonna select. We're gonna select the one that we just extracted right there. Everything else stays the same. Everything's there. It's ready to go, and then you're gonna hit start. And this is gonna take a little while, but it's okay. We're gonna use a little bit of movie magic. We're gonna hit OK, and then that is gonna delete this partition and create it. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to the other camera while that is installing, and we're going to count our zip ties and then get our build up and make sure it posts. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. It's even today, guys. 22 zip ties.
It's usually always odds.
I know this time, but that's the thing. It's people think it is, but this time it wasn't. I
Okay,
even
well,
kind of
I mean,
went a little
every
insane on the zip
AMD
ties today.
build or build stream we've done, it's been hot. I'm pretty sure. So this is the first even for AMD build stream.
Okay, so let us get this going. Pop this in. Grab this. Right there. We grab our connected stuff.
It's a nice looking case.
There we go, and there we go. So we've already got our boot, but one of the things I'm gonna go is like, before we get this done, jump over to our capture. Now, before you take another step, load into your BIOS or your Steam machine. This is important, guys. And then disable safe boot. SteamOS will not boot to your motherboard in safe mode since this is on by default. Remember, disable safe boot if you run a BIOS update, which I'll show you how to do that when we post. Once in safe mode is off, plug your USB installer media drive into your machine, then hit save and exit, and then they'll go through here, and then this is where we wait. So now what we're gonna do is we're literally going to grab this, pop this in here. We're gonna go into our...
Tom, I would correct it to secure boot instead of safe boot. Sorry, Tom.
Oh, it's supposed to say secure boot? Oh, take secure boot off.
Yeah.
Okay.
The image is correct.
So we're turning it on, and we want to make sure secure boot's off, which is the thing that everybody loves for Battlefield and anti-cheat and all that stuff. Okay, so it's on now. So we're waiting. It is on. Secure boot, sorry. There is no RGB. I've unplugged it all. So we're just waiting. Fortunately, you see no screen or anything, so we just gotta wait. Oh, that's a good sign. We are booted.
There you go. Awesome.
Okay, so we are here, Ryzen 9800X 3D. We're not gonna turn on Expo or anything like that. We're gonna leave that stuff alone. And then we're gonna go gaming mode is disabled. And we're gonna make sure secure boot is off. We just gotta find it. Boot setup, text color, mouse. Security. Nope. Oh, secure boot. And it's disabled. There it is right there. Secure boot is disabled. So that's the thing that we're making sure is disabled. So that's now disabled. So we're good there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, expand it like that. Did you see that? It's very important. Make sure that you plug it in.
You want a close up of that?
A close up of this. This is important. There it is. It's open. Okay, now we're gonna take this and plug this into here, into our back there, and we're gonna hit F10 and exit and boot into the OS. Okay, cool. So hit F10 and hit yes. So now we wait. And we'll update. This is why we do this. Why change it step by step. Now it says secure boot. So we're gonna fix that now. It's okay. This is why we do it. And I'm assuming Tom's fixing that now. Okay, so now we are booting, and then you're gonna see a bunch of scary text. This is stuff that you normally don't see when you boot when you do an installation. So we'll just leave it on capture. Yeah.
I was about to say, it's not that scary. It's just black and white.
Most
text
people
for the
never
most
see
part.
this. They literally, and then this is what it pops up
yeah,
to.
Absolutely.
Yes, this is what it pops up to, guys. What we're gonna do is you're gonna select the last one, which is wipe devices and install SteamOS. So we're gonna click on this last one right here. And then you're gonna hit this action will wipe, and you're gonna hit proceed, and then you just wait. You saw a ray jet? Yeah, that was the Matrix, guys. So this is where we just wait. This is actually pretty quick. And then you see more text. And then Tom has fixed it. It's publishing now. And as already, this is a good sign that we've made it this far, right, Julianne?
Yeah, I mean, this is not the problem. It's when you restart.
Yep, this is where we're going to find out. This is where we just wait for the copy.
Insert beautiful elevator music. Someone thinks I'm wearing a dress? No.
It's a jersey,
not a
guys.
jersey. It's a jersey. I mean, it probably looks like a dress on me, to be honest, because it is.
Okay. It's complete. We're going to hit proceed, and we're going to pull the USB out. When this is done, when it reboots, and there it goes. Pulled it out. Now we wait. And this is the moment of truth, guys.
Waiting.
Waiting.
It's gonna be fine. Jersey dress will be the next big trend in 2026. I mean, oversized shirts have been a big thing for a bit, so I think it's fine. It's already a trend.
And there it is. We're in.
Yep.
Okay, so now
Perfect.
we have SteamOS. There it is, guys. We are in SteamOS. So now Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers work really, really well. And it has all the correct stuff for it. I don't know what just happened. It's going to come back. All I did was plug in an Xbox controller, and this is the fun part. I'm not even seeing anything here. Ruh-roh, exactly, but this is the fun. Okay, we're gonna restart it real quick. Yeah, this is where we say it's always like a little bit more of a process.
Yeah. I will definitely say it's not hard. It's just sometimes takes a little more.
There we go. Okay, English. We're gonna go Pacific Standard Time. We'll do wired. Oh, there it goes. We got wired connection 1. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna pop off of this real quick, Brian, off capture, because I'm gonna put in the just so our Wi-Fi and stuff. Yep. Just gonna put in our credential real quick. Oh, need to remember what the password is.
Is your keyboard not connected to the?
It is, but I don't remember what the password is for the Wi-Fi. So I gotta go ask him real quick.
For the.
For this one.
Yeah.
Is that the right one?
Sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
And that's exactly how you get into the Druidia.
Yep. Did I spell it wrong? Says the password's wrong. Oh shoot. No, it's not saying that's the right password. I'm spelling that right?
Does anyone have some
Maybe the
funny Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi,
names? Not the password, just the name.
SSID, because it's lowercase, except for the.
FBI.
For
Already
the SSID.
Yeah, that would I don't have. It's the only. It's reading that, so that's what it read.
I've had Bilbo Laggins, because Bilbo Baggins, and then I've also had, hey, kids, get off my LAN.
I've seen that one before. Oh, you know what? I bet you. Hold on. Hold on. No, I can't it's not letting me hardwire. It's not saying it doesn't have a connection, but one of the things I am getting is not a lot of signal. And sometimes if I have noticed that if I don't put
Some antennas in there.
yeah, I get to add the antennas.
Kurosaki says just don't know the password.
It's weird that this is our problem. Like, of all the hard problems to have, connecting to a network is not usually the hard problem. But it's funny, like now I have way more connectivity as soon as I added antennas.
So with the over 500 people that are here across all of our channels, how are we doing on likes on YouTube? You guys smashing the thumb?
There it goes. We just need wired in case we can jump in. Okay, so we're there now. Okay, so now what's gonna happen once you actually add an antenna is it's just going to do your update to 3.9. Which is the latest update. There's still another update that's coming that's gonna add a lot more compatibility for PC hardware. Ethernet was saying it didn't have connectivity, though I did have Ethernet connected. Yeah, sometimes, so Brendan Games, those handshakes, like it was very low connectivity, so those handshakes can be...
Yeah, it can be very big separation.
Yep.
Because it's missing that additional, like, well, it is literally a handshake. It's like, I'm sending you a signal, and it just goes, and I didn't get everything. Sorry, no exception.
So Andrew, I think stuff like this is making it so Linux can be. I mean, this makes Linux pretty approachable. And so I think I definitely feel like Linux is making some headway, but I'll tell you, man, still from a usability standpoint, Linux is pretty painful. And so for mainstream, it just still doesn't feel very mainstream. For power users, I think for sure it's there. But even then, like, there's just still not a lot of driver support in a lot of places and stuff like that, but it continues to get better.
At the same time, there are some games that don't have Linux support, so it's like a catch-22.
Yep, and I'm not saying, guys, this is not a bash Linux, bash Windows, bash anything.
No.
This is just, the one thing I really like about the SteamOS stuff is specifically just how simple, like once you get into this, it's like, it's pretty keep it simple stupid.
I was gonna say, I was trying to attempt to get WoW to play on Linux the other day, and it just did not work. I couldn't. I was trying so many different ways. It just didn't. Too many anti-cheats. Again, I'm not trying to cheat. It's just more of the fact of it didn't have that nice Windows handshake.
So you guys are, like I said, we're going to show you this right from beginning to end, right? But all in all, this is one thing I will say, and one of the things I really just kind of wanted to do with AMD specifically is just given how just very much support you have for AMD hardware at this point. And then, like I said, we're using, I mean, I could go to a 9850X3D, which would be the only thing I would do to jump up. But I mean, we have like basically all the high-end AMD stuff in here, and it's working fine.
Should we go through parts list?
Yeah, we can show the parts. Let's see. That's a good idea while we're waiting for an update. So here's what we actually have inside of our Steam machine. We're using AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D, the ASRock PG, the Phantom Gaming B650 Lightning Wi-Fi. We have the Kingston Fury Renegade 2TB Gen 4 NVMe drive. We have the Radeon 9070 XT Monster Hunter Edition GPU. We have Team Group T-Create Expert 32 gig 6000 mega transfer DDR5. We have the Fractal Era 2 for the case. The Fractal Lumen S24 V2 is the AIO we have inside of this. And then the Asus RG Loki 850 watt Platinum PSU. And then the estimated wattage on this is about 504 watts that we're doing. So you can see we have plenty of headroom. It's sitting right in that 60 to 70% range, which is kind of where we want for efficiency purposes, right? Yeah, this is just literally to legit game on SteamOS compatible games, which is significant, right? There's a lot. And there's other things we can do that we're gonna have some other things that we'll do for best practices for this that we're gonna play with, because you can actually, even with SteamOS, put on little widgets and things that do things that modify your Steam experience, your SteamOS experience. But right now we're just getting to the point where you're set up and you're in and you can play on SteamOS. So that's what we're doing right now. No, Araxis, it was something specifically that Thomas wanted to ask. Thomas wanted to basically get in there. So it wasn't as for any reason. He just felt like it was a good thing to add, given it was on a lot of other PC part playlists and stuff like that. So that's why he put it in here. So we're just waiting after the update to see if we get the image, which right now we do not have. But, oh, there it is. And we are in and set up. The good thing is that this is the part that's so great, so we can just do this. I definitely recommend having the Steam Guard, because then you just go like this.
Absolutely. It's so easy. I love it so much. Especially since I'm hopping systems all the time, and I'm sure you were too, so.
It just loads my user data. And then there it is, guys. I am 100% set up for Steam. So I can just hit any key here, and then it's just like running a Steam Deck, right? So we literally, this is what you would see if you were on a screen, anything like that. So there's a couple things we're gonna do just to get this prepped as well. So first and foremost, we're gonna tune some things. So we're gonna hit the Xbox button, and then we're gonna find display. Go to display. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and hit automatic, the resolution mode.
Yeah, automatic resolution, take that off.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the automatic set resolution. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna change this, and right now we're gonna actually set it to 1440p, so 2560 by 1440, which is not showing up. It's this monitor.
It's probably because of going through your capture device.
Yeah, so anyway, I would set it to 2560 by 1440, but right now it's gonna say 3840 by 2160. You can't set custom. Welcome to our stuff. Then we're gonna go to the Xbox plus A button. So if you hit Xbox plus A, And then what we're gonna do, this brings up the other menu. This is called the quick select menu. We're gonna go to performance. We're gonna navigate to performance, which is here. We're gonna go to advanced view. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna disable frame limit. And then I like to turn this on. So this is gonna let me turn on my performance settings. I like to go to level 3, which is great. So this is just so I'll get performance visuals on my screen. So I've got that on there. So I've disabled my frame rate now. And then now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to performance, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna turn off VSync. So disable frame limit. And then VRR is not. So when it displays not VRR compliant, which is great. So I'm good to go. And then you can, so I allow tearing, and then if I had it, it would be able to turn it on there, but I don't have it on there. But you allow tearing. This is just to have maximum frame rate, and then we're good there. Okay, so everything's set. Let's go ahead and put a game in. So why not? This is gonna take a little while.
I was about to say, I'm downloading, I finally got Death Stranding 2. So Death Stranding 2 is my first game I downloaded, and then I also am downloading Crimson Desert. I did find the Murder Bush, by the way.
Oh, you did? You found it, huh? So
Yeah.
slow smokes, you can absolutely do a dual boot system. So you can have, and there is a way to do that, and we'll probably do a setup on how to do that too. The purpose on this one is just we're actually gonna do a video on this versus the full screen Xbox experience. But the one thing we just wanted to do is we wanted to do one that was just dedicated to trying out just having a SteamOS system. But yes, you can absolutely do between them. And then Pastor Dame says, Space Marine 2 works amazing. Araxis, because Crimson Desert is 140 gigs, and this is 80 gigs, right? So it's a significantly larger thing. Now we are testing, and Damien, did you get your second drive to work? Because one of the things that we did think would be a good idea, just given that we've seen the instability, and we're verifying this now, is that we think it would be a good idea to actually do 2 drives with a Steam Deck build or SteamOS build, mainly because you could have one that's a dedicated OS drive, and then you'd have one that's a media drive, so you ended up having a problem and having to wipe and reboot. You wouldn't have to re-download all your games. Yeah. Okay, so he says it's a hassle. Okay, so he's still working on it. I pressed X to install Crimson Desert, but it jumped instead. And it's unfortunately, it's just a long install process. Well, now we have a little bit of time while we wait. Unfortunately, this is always a problem. Well, here, let me do this, actually. Let's go back. This is one of the things I like about this, is like, it's really easy. Let's try Reanimal. It's smaller.
I was about to say, there's also a lot of little indie games out there,
Yeah.
too.
And the cool thing is that one of the things that works on this, if you do, there's a couple add-ons that you can get that'll show you games that work on SteamOS and stuff like that. And we'll get into how to add those things in via this side launcher, because you can actually go to the desktop and all that stuff on this. That'll allow it really easy for you to find, and it'll even tell you the levels of support that you need as well. So like I said, the purpose of this show is just to get you to the point where, hey, here's how to get it on here, and then we're gonna do best practices and some other stuff with this later on the build. This game looks pretty cool, actually, the Reanimal. I've been wanting to play it. I played a little bit of it on the plane, and now I was like, oh man, I want to play it more. So you could, if you want. If you did Great on Deck, any one of these Great on Deck games would absolutely work, because that means you know that it's going to be good. But you now have more power than what's on the Steam Deck, so that's why it's a little bit more crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say, a lot of the limitations of why they say great on Steam Deck is because controller, but also just hardware limitations. Sometimes you're not going to have the same power as a small semi-custom CPU, APU, GPU compared to an entire built system.
I've heard that, Kurosaki, that Starfield is so much better now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, thank you very much. I actually really appreciate, Phil Linux, that you're actually in here and helping people learn. I mean, like, again, I think this is area that we're getting a lot more expertise in, and we're playing with it and figuring it out, right? But yeah, it's been super fun. But I want to play a game on our Steam machine, and isn't it beautiful? I mean, it looks like a console. Like, that's a very nice Steam machine. It's a $3,000 Steam machine. Of course it's nice, you know what I mean? So, and again, huge shout out to Fractal, ASRock, and AMD for supporting our little experiment. It's really, really exciting. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I also like to thank AMD for helping me with my experiment. And by that, it's just more of thank you for the other groups for my Steam machine that I built during this live. Well, the OS side, I built this PC last Friday, but to be at MomoCon this year, we raffled off. So for those are going.
Our Steam machine.
You get your own Steam machines. Oh no. I see the power light.
It's lost signal. So this is where it's interesting. But the other thing too, which is one thing I like, is all the resume stuff and all the other features that are built into this that make it so awesome. So even if you just shut it off and shut it back on, it doesn't have the same level of nightmare. No, you can do mouse keyboard. Yeah, Depeche Mode. You can do mouse keyboard. All that works as well. And the other thing too is the Bluetooth. Go ahead. Sorry.
Doing mouse and keyboard right now. Sorry.
And the other thing too, as I would also say, that's absolutely amazing as well, is also the fact that Bluetooth. So we were able to play 12 feet using a standard Xbox controller. So Bluetooth actually works really, really well at the same time.
Sergeant Nobody is asking, are there minimum requirements listed for the Steam Machine OS?
Unfortunately, no. The thing is that's a lot of these things that people are really kind of hoping for that are more like Windows OS stuff. This is a lot of a kind of a new thing. So there's not a lot of that yet. I mean, obviously it's actually, believe it or not, it's actually pretty low. So you could run this on using something like an APU or something like that. I mean, because that's essentially what the Z2 chip, the Extreme chips and all that sort of stuff essentially are. But I mean, like minimum at this point in time is Steam Deck or better, right? Hobble stuff, I haven't tried Wake on Bluetooth yet. I'll see if that's a thing. Where we have a lot of experimenting to do. The first thing was we've got 4 people running these now, but we haven't tried. There's a lot. There's definitely things to try. Oop. It's gonna update the files. Apparently there was a corruption there. But you can see why this is a little finicky already. We've seen some finickiness with things.
The benefit is, though, it tells and it knows if there's a corruption. So,
yeah.
And then you can, if you don't know the command, you can fix it, or like there's enough resources on the internet, I'm trying to say, that can help you walk through then if you have to do a little bit more of a hands-on approach.
Yeah, but the believer, it really is just a very simple OS in that regard. I do need to, one thing I do need to do is this, and personalize you can add soundtracks, but I need to upload my personalization stuff. It might be here, settings. So let's go to customization, and then these are all my little ones, but this is the one I love. Going to download, and then I want that to load up here. You can actually download all these if you want to, and then have it just.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool customizations that the Steam Deck definitely has. So your Steam machine has.
So then you just shuffle your startup movies. So there we go. Okay, so it looks like it's good. Let's play our game. Here we go, first game, guys. Stop the music here for a second. And then we can actually, I think at this point in time, we can let Brian go.
Okay.
Can
it natively run like Discord?
No.
Gotcha.
This is literally, it just runs SteamOS. If there was a Discord Steam app, there are things you can sideload and stuff like that, but this is not that kind of machine. Yeah.
Just curious, because if you're playing with the boys and you want to talk, that kind of thing.
But there's chat things like that already built into. There's chat things like that already built into this, right? So yeah, some of that would work. And some of this may not be working because, no, I know this runs on Steam Deck. Oh, there it is, okay. Oh, I don't know. I guess I realized, I don't know how audio is gonna work.
Oh.
Because now it's going through,
We'll go through the HDMI.
I don't hear it. So the thing is that it could be going through, the problem is that it could be going through the multiple different places because it's connected to the monitor. There's all sorts of things it could be doing. I'll see if we can do it here. Maybe we can select it, but I don't hear it.
Well, I'm gonna try to troubleshoot with Robey, but it was good hanging out with everybody. Juliana, always a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. On my side, I am playing around in the desktop version of SteamOS to see if I can get OpenRGB to mess around with my RGB on my Steam machine. Again, advanced mode compared to what Robey is doing.
Is just grab
There's the game.
the audio jack for that receiver, or for this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and just put this into the, I think.
Oh, it's okay. No, it's fine. It's just it's a we've connected problem, and so it's like the thing is there's just lots of new things. Luckily, the other thing too is it's like I'm definitely going to get audio when I have it, but I think I actually hear it. Yeah, I do hear it. It's there. It's just quiet. Let me see what's going on here, guys. Yeah, it's there. It's just very quiet, and I actually can probably turn it up. So I'm going to do this.
I was about to say,
I got to turn it up I got to turn it up on the Steam Deck. So hold on. I'm on the Steam machine.
The Steam machine.
Yeah, I got to get used to not
Perfect.
calling it. I'm going to do this, deactivate, and then activate so we don't get any audio stuff. There's a
The
very
main
big shot
machine,
of
the Steam
Julianne
machine.
for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to here. And then,
The Robey machine.
yeah, because I can hear it there. Audio. There you go. Okay, so we are now officially playing. And you can hear a little bit of audio now. Oh, I can't get in there. Oh, I gotta find the key.
So, for this game, what is the...
You're these kids.
Yeah.
Here, let's do this. So we're gonna go exit to main menu and we'll start from the beginning because it doesn't have that much of a beginning. Let's go to
Okay.
So we're running in display mode, full screen. We're gonna go down to. Luckily, we can change this here. Off. Fly. Accept. Okay, and then we'll go to here. Single player. New game. I think you guys can hear it now, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I keep on forgetting that the audio that I get is not the full audio.
Yeah.
Just so the chat knows, if there's like any like bomb music playing in the background ever during the streams, I have no idea. I don't get it. I mean, like I physically don't get the audio from it, so.
Driving a boat.
I'm on a boat. I'm gonna skip a lot of other lines because they're inappropriate.
Yeah, because you don't know them. Yeah, I don't know them.
No, I know them, but they're inappropriate.
Oh yeah, they're inappropriate for.
Inappropriate.
This game is actually pretty creepy.
I guess the question is, do you have fear of water?
You should hear it. You should hear it, Dewey.
I definitely. I thought it was a buoy.
It's like a buoy sound. It's buoyness.
But are you afraid of any like open water at all? I
am not. I don't have any fear of open water.
Okay.
No.
Okay, because I know a lot of people can't play like Subnautica or anything like that.
You don't. You're not in open water for very long.
They are now saying the game is louder than you.
Wow. Can't win.
Just Brian. Brian was the glue holding it all together. Okay.
I turned it down about halfway, guys. This is like, we're just creepily going past all these dinghies. There's something just about going by dinghies. Look at that. You can see our CPU, GPU, all that sort of stuff is up there in the left-hand corner. It is tiny. Tiny AF, you know? I'm curious, while we go to this, let me see if our download is still happening. Oh, I'm going to see if I can. Oop. Keep it going. This game is 20 hours of this.
Yeah, just 20 hours of a boat.
A boat driving bass buoys. Invigorate, you know, it's terrifying, right?
So I now understand why you were skipping the beginning originally, though.
Well, I don't remember it taking this long, but that's, yeah.
You were on a plane, right? That's what you said last time you were
Yeah, I
playing
was
it?
on the plane when I was playing this, and then, but I remember it, I feel like it was faster. And I remember when you see something, oh, something stopped. Okay, something's happening. Something's happening, guys. I don't know what's happening. Something's happening. He sees something. Oh, he pulled something out of the water.
Oh, it's the girl we saw earlier. Oh, the other person. I think that was the girl. I want to say my feeling was I had my screen really tiny beforehand.
Whoa.
Oh, never mind.
Okay,
I was
well,
wrong.
why do you gotta be all mean, lady? That's not very nice.
I thought you did.
Oh.
Where are the others? Don't know.
Okay, so that's nice. We're zooming way out. Oh, look. There's land there now, Julianne.
That is land. That is larger of massive land than I thought it was going to be. I expected just a beach, not a massive cliffs.
That's big land.
Round. Sorry, that's God, that's back to like flash animation right there.
Like strong bad.
Oh God, it was the end of the world flash animation. I think it was on a vinylblacksheetbook.com or something like that for the longest time.
It was big land. Yeah, big land. Not big land. I've played
right.
I've played until what you just saw earlier, where I was on the beach, trying to find the key to go in the building.
That's right, Hobblestoff. I'm here to just give millennium nostalgia of random things.
Fires and missiles. There are no missiles.
Well, take a nap. Or 10 fires and missiles. But no, that's the one I said round. That's a sweet piece of earth, you may say. And then it says round. And the next thing I'll do is I'll start singing the new Minua song.
Okay, apparently we're getting close to the land now. Look at these look at this. Oh, that's big scale. There's a lot of rumble in my thing.
Your controller?
Yeah, I'm taking the E-Blaster. A lot of rumble in the controller.
Loving the graphics.
Yeah, it's pretty spooky.
I do like spooky games.
Yeah, Julianne has reminded us of Jock Jams. We're now in this very cavernous place.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow, look at that. You got some... Don't hit the rocks, I guess? Some spooky lighting.
Hi, Moosey Geek.
It's a pretty game. Whoa. Look at the I love the look at the lighting beyond the below the rocks where the other part of the beach is.
Yeah, that is great attention to detail on the designer's parts.
If I'm gonna do a creepy game, it's about details.
What is the creepiest game to you?
Barbie Horse Adventure.
That is actually kind of scary. That's a lot of pink.
I mean, what was there's a game I keep forgetting the name of. I actually played with my audience, and that one was pretty terrifying. And it was these teenagers were in a cabin, and then they all start getting murdered one by one, and that was pretty fun. I ended up playing it all the way to the end. I can never remember the name of it. Dying Light's pretty. I mean, the other one is. The one where you have the camera, where you have to take Crimson Butterfly. That game was really scary.
Okay.
The cat game, is the cat game scary? I don't think I remember the cat game.
Are we saying Stray? Stray's not.
Is Stray
that
scary?
I don't
Yeah,
think
Until
so.
Dawn. That's the one I was trying to think of. Until Dawn.
Okay.
That game was pretty scary. Lots of gruesome deaths. I can never remember the name of the game, but I think I have trauma from playing it live on stream. I'm not a big scary game fan.
Fine.
This game is
Each their own.
very slow.
I was about to say, you're still on a boat.
I'm in a boat
And
going through rocks.
I'm sorry to ask you to restart it because I just wanted to know like the premise of it.
The premise is your friend, your kid, these kids have all disappeared. And then like
And you're
I like
forever on a
literally
boat.
I guess I don't remember. Maybe I was so apprehensive about this that like it seemed like time was going quick. But now that I've played this section, I know nothing really kind of scary happens other than just how cool the landscape looks. I don't remember it taking this long to get here. Gory Cuddly Carnage was not scary. That was just weird. Well, I mean, we've seen that. Okay, let's exit.
Is the other game downloaded?
Yeah, it's not, but we're coming up on time. So, but
Okay,
we'll definitely have more to show, right, as we go in there. It's halfway done. I feel like I kind of went and downloaded something else that shouldn't have done there. And we'll see where it is. But guys, that's kind of time. Again, like I said, we have a lot more content that we're going to be doing with this. But we showed you how to basically go from nothing to all the way built with this Steam machine from beginning to end. So hopefully you guys learned something. Again, huge shout out to everybody for going through that. There's more to it than that, but that's what I got through in the 10 minutes I was playing that game. So, but yeah, there it is. Hopefully you guys learned something. Again, we have more step-by-steps and stuff like that. If you want to endeavor on this, again, huge shout out to Julianne and the team over at AMD for helping us get our stuff corrected and set up. All the instructions are over at Robeytech.com, where you can basically go and follow step by step. And then again, we've done this on a number of different builds. Julianne's done it on her 9800 XT, 9070 XT. We have a 7600X, 9060 XT build. We have some other ones we're doing. Obviously, we've done this also on a lot of handhelds. Again, one of the things that's just so great about it is it's really just about running games. And SteamOS makes it really easy to just take something like this, plug it into a living room PC, or plug it into a living room television, and you have a great gaming experience that just auto updates and does a lot of really great things. And I only expect this experience to get better as we move further along down the line. So again, big thank you to Fractal, big thank you to ASRock, and big thank you to AMD. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Right, and we're going to be making a video on this that we'll actually be filming tomorrow, just to kind of walk through the same thing and then talk about the experiences and stuff. But yeah, we wanted to show you at least on stream and do something unique, and hopefully you guys got to see that. Julianne, any thoughts that you got?
Always check out AMD, or I'm going to say WWW, World Wide Web, AMDgaming.com for promotions and giveaways and sweepstakes and everything like that. Also check out our AMD Discord, which I believe AMDgaming.com has all that linked to. So check us out there. I'm there.
Yeah, and then there's
nothing. I'm just saying that about that.
And we got that last minute. You got that last day to get in on that Call of Duty giveaway. There's some other stuff. So please make sure you check out AMD Gaming as well to get to go and see and at least get in on the giveaway and all that sort of stuff as well. AMD Gaming. Again, huge shout out. We will see you guys in a couple weeks. We're going to be doing a more budget-oriented, so budget-focused $1,500 AMD build is the plan for next Build a Rig with AMD. Outside of that, guys, have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, for somebody who was wondering, is there a picture for the PC? Just do ! giveaway, and that'll give you all the details in the current giveaway, and you have to be on the Robeytech side to see that. But outside of that, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.